Okay everyone, today I'm going to show you how easy it is to cook a nice meal with a rice cooker. Now the ingredients I have for my meal are oil, water, a couple of pork chops, some diced potatoes, carrots, leek, onions, cauliflower, peas, garlic, salt and pepper. Now you can use other vegetables, anything from asparagus to cabbage to anything basically. So it's very easy, and this meal is actually quite delicious and easy to make and actually healthy too, which is sort of easy and healthy is my main focus. So all you need is a basic rice cooker like this one, and what I'm going to do is I already tried to make this a couple of times, but obviously I'm using potatoes instead of rice. And yesterday I cooked with I put the potatoes first, and they actually came out a tiny little bit burnt on the bottom, but not really burnt, just kind of hard, but still delicious. So I'm going to put a bit of olive oil. This is actually rice bran oil, but any oil, but preferably olive oil would do, into the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these nice pork chops, which are quite cheap, into the bottom of the rice cooker. The meal I made yesterday was actually, I tenderized the pork chops first because I didn't think they would cook as well as they did. So today I'm just going to leave them as they come. I'm going to put in the garlic, some garlic there. I've got this Himalayan pink salt, which is low in sodium and healthy. So I am health conscious. There's a couple of pieces of garlic skin in there, which actually are good for you. You can eat them, so I'm going to leave them. And some pepper, a little bit of pepper. And what I'm going to do next is put the potatoes in. And some of you may think there's a better order for putting in these ingredients. I'm not a trained chef, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. I'm just experimenting, which I think is a good thing for food. Some onions in there, some of them will drop down the side, that's okay. Put in the onions. And I'll put the carrots in next because they'll probably take a bit of time to cook. There we go. They're all going to cook together, obviously, which is what I'm kind of aiming for. Cauliflower, just throw them on top. I can put some peas in. I'm a bit worried the brine might actually affect the flavour, and some leek. Okay. So you're thinking of your a Sunday roast, but obviously a Sunday roast takes hours to prepare and lots of washing up to do. This isn't exactly a roast, but it's actually, apart from you don't need all this Tupperware, by the way. I'm just doing it for this purposes of this video. I might put a little bit more seasoning in. And you noticed, any of you see Gordon Ramsay cooking, he uses lots of salt. That's the secret to his success. Lots of salt, lots of seasoning. Okay, so now for the rice cooker to do its job, we need plenty of water. So I'm going to fill this to, actually I want the vegetables to be covered, although it's not the end of the world. A little bit more. So you see I put in just over a pint of water into there. You can actually do this dish with rice, and it actually works better, believe it or not, as a rice cooker, but with the same ingredients. And close it up, press Make sure it's plugged in. Okay, and then press cook, and then wait and see.